Hi, Wes Lee here, and welcome to the Mesonet Weather Report. I shared with you last week just how warm we have been lately, and the streak continues. Looking at this 30-year map of average days below freezing and comparing it to what we have encountered so far this year is dramatically different. All areas of the state are all well behind what we would normally expect in a winter. For the central part of the state, the last killing freeze occurred late last month. A killing freeze would be minimum temperature somewhere cooler than 30 degrees. Our plants are well into spring green up in most regions, and a killing freeze now could set back forages, devastate the fruit crop, and maybe even damage our wheat. According to our average last spring freeze date map, we still have several more weeks to go before we can feel safe from freezing temperatures. And if you look at when the last 10% of the freezes occur, we still have over a month to go. On peaches, their tolerance to freezing temperatures depends upon their stage of development. We are probably in first to full bloom in the north and at least petal fall in the south. Expect most other fruits, with maybe the exception of apples, to be similar. Now here's Gary with two words that you never like to hear put together: flash drought.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, we continue to dry out across much of the state, but especially across western Oklahoma. Flash drought is a growing concern. Let's get right to the maps and see what we're looking at. Well, the Mesonet consecutive days with less than a quarter inch of rainfall map continues to grow. We're now basically right about 90 days in parts of Beaver County, but much of western Oklahoma from 2 to 3 months time span without that critical significant bout of moisture. So that's an area we're continuing to watch. And if we take a look at the newest drought monitor map, well, that area of abnormally dry conditions continues to spread down into the Texas Panhandle, up into parts of Oklahoma, all the way across now, across the northern border counties with Kansas, from Beaver County all the way over past Osage County. So growing areas of concern, but also across eastern Oklahoma, which has gotten a little bit more rainfall, but have a little bit more in the way of longer term deficits. Let's take a look at the rainfall over the last 60 days or so. We do see some good amounts in some areas, at least when you look at the map just at a whole. Lots of areas of 2 to 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. However, if you look at that on the departure from normal rainfall map, a lot of those areas are deficits. So we do have some of those good surplus amounts from southwest Oklahoma up through central Oklahoma, at least over the last 60 days. So we are still concerned, especially across northwest Oklahoma, with that continuing dry spell. It's compounded by the fact that it's been so much warmer than normal over the last 30 days plus. That certainly compounds the difficulty when we see drought conditions starting to form. Increases that evaporation, but also kicks that vegetation into high gear, wanting that moisture. So this is something that we're going to continue to watch, and hopefully we can get some moisture in here before we get to full-blown drought.